Hi. The All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 222. This is the first show in over 2 years where all the digits are the same. Our regular host could not be here tonight, and due to us wanting to keep the show shorter while Grant deals with this moving process, we have decided to try to record one without him for the first time ever in our 4 years doing this show. How's everyone doing?
I'm
doing well.
boss.
Really good.
Good. I made
We
some
got
fucking
Barrett
money
joining
today
us
at work,
tonight.
so
Hi, hello.
hello.
I'm also doing well.
Yay!
Work's okay. Yeah.
When are you moving back home?
Eventually,
Real.
I hope. Let's say soon.
You can't
Come to
move
Whataburger
until
with
after
me,
Epic
bro.
Universe, dude.
Yeah, let's just say I'm gonna go to work and just be like, I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm working my 2 weeks, and then y'all won't see me.
That's so real.
That is
And then
kinda
be
real,
poor, right? Be
No,
very
come,
poor if
come,
I do
come
that.
join me and Kyle. Come join me and Kyle at Whataburger, bro.
Honestly.
Make less money, but
But you'll be home.
yeah, I'd be home.
It'd be nice.
Come out to Pratt.
True, you could go to Pratt and
Yeah,
Whitney.
I'll go work with Barrett.
It's a commute to Georgia, but like that's fine. Like what you get paid would balance out.
Like 45 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
As long
not
as
bad.
it's not at
You can do Blake's
7
shift
in
and
the
get up
morning.
at
Yeah, you do Blake's job,
and get
you
up at
just-
4 in the morning.
No.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but you do absolutely nothing for 10 hours.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake does not do much.
4 a.m., which is an hour I'm up. Work for nothing. Or do nothing, my bad. Not work for nothing.
Work for nothing. Yeah. There
Work
you
for
go.
nothing. You know what?
for no money.
Internship.
Exactly. Cooper gets it. Alright. So our first big piece of news tonight is English voice recording for part 3 of the Final Fantasy Remake trilogy has begun, or at least appears to have begun. Based on, I think, a post from one of the voice actors or actresses in the game. So that's exciting, at least for me, who plays the series.
Cameron, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to get the best Mario item in Super Mario RPG, which requires 100 consecutive quick time jumps. So frustrating.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The Wii's homebrew channel has been shut down after the devs realized there is Nintendo proprietary code with the source code.
What is the homebrew channel? I don't remember that.
So the
you
homebrew,
can hack.
yeah, the homebrew channel is a hack that you can put on your Wii, and it will let you, add more mods or mostly games. People mostly use it for games.
Gotcha.
It's like
games that didn't come out on the Wii, but people wanted to play on the Wii.
that's one of the
Yeah,
things
or
you can do. Yeah.
no longer available because they're the Wii shop was shut down ages ago.
Sony has confirmed that they are taking Resistance Fall of Man, Resistance 2, and Infinite Miss Faith Second Son off the platform. Wait. Hold on. I got this wrong. I think this is just for PlayStation Plus, but this title that I took, these are leaving PlayStation Plus. This is surprising though because Resistance games can only be played on modern titles through PlayStation Plus.
I don't want to pay
That
the
kinda
licensing
sucks.
or whatever.
Yeah, but they own
They don't want to pay.
Infamous.
They don't want to pay.
They also own Resistance.
They
They
don't want to
made
pay.
those.
They don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay themselves, bro.
I
They're
guess.
scared of money.
So true. That's why they keep raising the prices.
Real.
That sucks. Ace Attorney became a hit IP only because Capcom pushed past the failure of the first game, according to a former dev on the team. Good. Shows that just because your game failed, you shouldn't be like, we're done with the series. Because Attorney's been around for a while now.
Yeah, but I mean, the industry doesn't care about that. Look at how often they fire people, even when the game succeeds. Marvel Rivals.
Crazy.
They fired like 6 people, I think, is the
Yeah,
studio that was here, which is bad. They made a lot of money, and they still make a lot of money.
they just didn't want to pay them. It's not very nice.
You know what? That's real though.
No, we shouldn't support. Let's fire people. We can
I'm
make
not
more
supporting
money.
it. I'm just saying I understand it.
Is what they do.
Cooper, what was your plan as CEO again? It's go in, fire everybody, have the biggest quarter of all time for
And
those shareholders.
and step down immediately afterwards, bro. They'll never be able to replicate what I did, bro.
Real.
Biggest quarter.
Good luck
They'll
hitting
never
my
be able to
numbers.
replicate anything because the freaking company's gonna fold like a year after you step down.
But look at them numbers.
The entire company's gonna fold the second after you get big number going.
Number go up. Exclusive.
Like literally.
Brand new game Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has released 1 million copies sold. This number includes all shipped units shipped to retailers and does not encompass Game Pass players. So this is a new JRPG. So it's got my
That's pretty
interest.
cool.
Zero Escape creator Kotaru Yukoshi shares ambition to craft a Japanese Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
Interesting. I really like his games because all of his endings, even if it's a bad ending, tell you something new about like characters or the world or the story he's trying to tell. It tells you something, and Detroit Become Human and all the games made by David Cage at who made that? I cannot remember. I'm blanking. Quantic Dreams.
Ooh.
There are bad endings, but like it's just a bad ending if you don't learn anything new. That's interesting. Nintendo is subpoenaing Discord in court for the user information of the person behind the Pokemon Terra leak that we've covered on this show before.
That's the one where we learned that the Game Freak devs are freaks and have the Pokemon
I forgot about
interact
that.
with humans. Well,
Oh yeah.
that's the nice way of putting it.
Yep.
AKA the reason that Cyndaquil is not in Galar, or not Galar, Kalos.
Yeah.
That's
I
a running
forgot.
joke, anyways. You forgot that, even though it affected Typhlosion?
Yep.
I blocked it out.
If I block it out, it didn't happen.
True.
And that's the
I'm
best
not
way to live.
gonna say that's entirely correct, but sure.
Sure.
Bethesda asked the Elder Scrolls fans to suggest Oblivion remastered improvements with difficulty scaling among top ideas. This just came out. I don't really know anything about what they've done differently besides You can see the mountain from Skyrim in the background when you're in the wizard tower.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've not looked into what all they've actually done.
And that they went with the body type A and B instead of male and female.
But it's great to see that Todd Howard did something after like 6 years of telling us that Elder Scrolls 6 was on the way with a stupid trailer that meant absolutely nothing and has said absolutely nothing about anything until now, and he was just like, "Here, stop asking me questions. Oblivion remake. Thank you, Todd
Yeah,
Howard. We love you."
Horse armor
I'm quite
DLC
upset about
included.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
not gonna
real.
come
Oh,
out in
really?
a long time, brother.
I mean, it's
For
been
sure.
Like
Forever.
actually forever.
I don't even know when
Yeah.
Scrolls 5 was released. Let's see.
Skyrim?
2011.
2011.
Yeah, a
And
while.
I
2011.
don't need to know. I know the me.
I played that game for years straight.
A
'Cause
year.
my
Just one
favorite
singular
meme
year.
is the
Years
guy
straight.
who like time travels on accident, and he's like, "Someone tell me what year it is," and he looks over and see Skyrim new release. What year is it? Because we only get remasters of Skyrim.
Yeah.
We can't have
Yeah, but
new
sometimes it
games.
has amiibo support.
One time
One
it has.
one time it has amiibo support.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yay, we're moving a bit fast. That's fine. Time for Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we talk about the purchases we've made, the games we've been buying, and the bad decisions done with our money. Let's spin the wheel and find out who's going first.
Who was it?
It's Kyle, and it's not even like.
So I'm going second this week.
Why do you sound so
Probably.
upset? Why do you sound so
Yeah,
upset?
you actually did sound really upset though. You're like kind of disgusted by it.
You sound genuinely upset, but when was the last time that I actually got first?
But
Here,
you
let's
see,
find
the
out.
problem is it's not
Genuinely?
me going first.
Riddle me this butt, man.
Kyle, you went
Oh.
first on episode 205. So it's been 17 episodes.
And the worst part is, it's not even
So-
close. It's definitively in Kyle's circle.
Kyle,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
back
It's pointing
December-
at his name.
December
Because I'm
4th.
built different, brother.
It's
Anyway,
been
I played
almost 5 months.
Game of the Week. Well, I'm playing it right now.
That's a good game. Spoilers.
Good game.
It's you know what? I don't
say
remember the last time that I played this game,
Mhm.
and I think I kind of remember why. But we'll talk about that.
In a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I'm playing Game of the Week. I played. What else did I play this week? I think I played like a game of Repo. And that might be it. I'm gonna be so for real. I did not play any games this week. It has been very
Dang.
yeah.
Very L.
Kind of an L.
It's been very minimal this week. Oh,
You're
but I
lying.
did. Huh?
You played Pocket. I mean, that doesn't really count, but we did do one battle, I think.
I did. Yeah. Okay. I did play TCG Pocket.
And I beat him. Totally. Don't fact check.
I believe it. Oh.
Thank you.
Actually, he has beaten me several times.
I have beat. Yeah, when Cal pays to win, not actually. But he basically
I have
does.
not spent a single dollar on that game. You just don't ever play.
Pretty much. So when Cal isn't able to draw anything, I'm like, easy dubs.
Well, I mean, even whenever I can draw stuff, sometimes you just get your stuff out there quicker because
It's because I'm the better player.
you have.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah,
That's
you.
kinda how that
But the
works.
part of the joy of card games is that they're also inherently luck based at times.
Nope, it's all skill.
True.
You're right. My fault.
Look,
Hold up, guys. Hold up.
look, Kyle,
Look,
Kyle.
look.
You just
Wait,
Uh,
opening a pack on
on stream. I have another one after this. I got absolute fuck all.
dude,
Hold
that was
up.
all ass.
I know.
Absolute ass.
skill
Shut
issue,
up, bitch. Shut up.
honestly.
Here we
Hold
go.
up.
Here
Let
we
me
go.
get one more.
Shiny
Let me
right
get
here.
this
Shiny
one's
right
gonna be
here.
it. I would say this one's gonna be it. This is my god pack right here, bro.
Little spin on it,
And it's that one for sure. It's that one for sure.
I believe.
But it's really hard to do this whenever I'm not facing. There we go. I got
Let's see.
bullshit again. Hell yeah.
Kakuna!
Kakuna, baby. Kakuna Rattata.
Yay!
It means no worries. Okay. Yep. And I got absolute bullshit on both of my two packs.
Better luck
So
next time.
That's crazy.
Alright.
new pack comes out on the 30th. That's pretty cool. Day that
That's
the
cool.
stream or the day the podcast releases. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I really did not play any games this week. I'm like so for real.
We all have some weeks like that sometimes.
You know what I did? I listened to my audiobook and I did homework. And that's about where it stops for me.
Fair.
Yeah.
Alright. I've spun the wheel. It's Cameron.
It's me.
Definitively.
Dude.
Yep.
Oh, lovely.
Not
Bad
close.
omen.
Bad oh.
Wait, did you put it based on how many times we've gotten last?
No, it's
It's all
equal.
11.
Okay, good, because I think that the base 20% is better than the weighted option.
No,
It's
that's just
it's
to
equal.
see. Yeah,
It was just to see.
like a hypothetical.
It also breaks it because Grant's gone
Oh, just-
last the most, and he's also gone first the most. So like
Fair.
that doesn't help.
Nah.
You could do times gone last minus times gone first.
We considered that.
Yeah.
It puts me at 0 and Cooper
puts-
and Grant at -2.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, boys, let's jump in. So I played Game of the Week, obviously.
Real.
Did we?
I believe it.
Hold on, was that this week or last week?
I believe it was this week.
Yeah. Okay. Alex and I finished Split Fiction. Yay
We
us.
did
Nice.
do that.
I finally said screw it. I finished Tears of the Kingdom.
Congrats.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna run it. Made it to Ganon the first time, and had like maybe 3 hits worth of damage, if that, because I'd taken so many stupid hits. So I went back to an earlier save and got it to where I only was missing like 1 Ganon hit worth of damage. And after many attempts, I was able to. I really wish I would have been recording because it was so good up until like his 3rd phase. Because I took like no damage basically up until his 3rd phase. It was awesome. But I did manage to beat him. I feel like his final phase is a little easy compared to the other ones, but honestly, I'm okay with it because I was literally, struggling to beat him because I didn't bring any gloom healing items.
I'm gonna be so real. I never finished Tears of the Kingdom.
I was
I got close. I just never did it.
I was going to get all the shrines and then finish.
hmm
Yeah, that would have been
It's a
15
lot
more
of
shrines.
work.
It would have. I was like, wow, that's a lot of
That would
shrines
have
I've been
taken a
going through.
while, dude.
And then it was like, I looked up the total. I'm like, I still have 15 more to find. Absolutely not. So I didn't,
Yeah,
I ignored that. Said screw it. But
I mean, you
so,
could have probably looked up like where they were.
well, yeah. I mean, I've already been using a shrine map because ain't no way I'm searching for those.
Big fan.
Uh,
Big fan.
Fake fan is crazy, dude. I did the entire.
Yeah, I
I
was like,
did the
fake fan is
depths.
crazy whenever.
I did the depths, dude. It's just not.
Hmm.
I'm not doing the entirety of finding every shrine when it's just not. It's not worth it. I just wanted to be done with the game. So
I've had that before.
No, that's fair.
look.
I can
Look,
do all the optional content,
I
or
will
I could just beat the game.
also. I can never say that I completed, like, fully completed the game because I'm not going after all the stupid Korok seeds. I'm not insane.
I
Well,
mean, I think you should go for it, bro.
I might be insane,
Mhm.
but I'm not so insane that I'd go after the Korok seeds.
How can you
Honestly, worth.
no? How can you formulate a true opinion on the game if you haven't 100% of it?
Because my opinion,
for me to make an opinion on the game, I actually, on 100% of the game, I actually have to go through 100% of the game.
no,
Yes,
absolutely not.
that's how this works.
So I will say here. Let's see. Let's see what my page says that I have. My page says I have 130 hours in Tears of the Kingdom. So almost double the price of the game. I would say I got my money's worth. But after a certain point, there is such a thing as too much content. And I'm kind of worried a little bit that, like, if Mario World is their Mario Kart version of Tears of the Kingdom, that Mario Kart World might have some of this stupid, pointless content as well. The
No, because
difference.
all the things we've seen are you get another racer.
No, but like there's all those little challenges with the P switches. The difference is there's only so much content they can have from Mario World because it's not got 3 layers that we know of. It has 2. It has the big world map and whatever is up with Rainbow Road. That's it. I don't know. Tears of the Kingdom is just, it is a good game. It's worth the $70, but oh my gosh, Nintendo just,
I don't know if it's worth 70.
content wise, it's worth 70, but
But it run
you
like
know,
it dumped it down so bad because it's on a fucking potato console.
well, we'll see how it runs on Switch too.
I mean, yeah, if it runs well on Switch 2, I'd say it's worth 70, but like
It's
it has to actually have really good graphics and you know.
graphics don't mean squat. Like, look at
Yeah, they do,
Minecraft.
bro.
Minecraft is the best-selling game ever, and it looks like a child's,
Okay,
Lego set.
Minecraft is designed to be pixelated. That doesn't mean it has shitty graphics.
They can be the same thing.
No, that's not what that means.
Let's see, what else did I play? Pikmin 1. I went back, cleared up everything up until Distant Springs. So I need to do Distant Springs and the final trial, and then I'll be done with Pikmin 1 again. I don't know if I'm moving on to Pikmin 2 or not. I don't think I'll record it, that's for sure, because I'll never get around to it. And I've also obviously been playing Super Mario RPG. I am in search of the 6th star, which means I'm finally past the pirate ship that Cooper's save state caused me to lose. So
Bro,
we are
you make one mistake. They're like 10 years old.
yes.
Wait, what happened?
Cooper had a save state and it erased my data because the way that the Wii's, well, I guess all of Nintendo's save states work is that if you go back to the save state, it wipes everything.
Gotcha.
Because it was the same account, same, uh, two different saves, but because Cooper went back to his save state, it erased my data.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was only like I feel like they've made it easier, honestly, but it was like 6-7 hours in, something like that. So it's not, it's
Right.
not as far as I thought it was.
No.
And let's see, game of the week. Went and saw Phantasmic. It's the first time I've seen a fireworks show that was not a special one in Lord only knows how long. So that was nice. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay. Let's spin that wheel. Yay! It's
Yay!
Barrett.
Good job, Barrett.
Poor Bear doesn't get to go last and get his name on the board.
Literally.
Well, last week I didn't really do much, to be honest with you. I was up in Augusta for my nephew's birthday. So I didn't get much time to play any games, but some new games I played was a game called Dark Hours. Pretty fun. It's kind of similar to
Is that the one that
Repo.
Cole was trying to get y'all to
Oh, I
play?
know. No, your job is you're in like an art museum, and your job is to steal as much art or art-like things as you can. But like, there's things your client wants, so you got to steal that specifically,
Yeah,
and other things. And you're being hunted by a couple things. One of the options is weeping angels, but if you sacrifice one of your people, essentially just to sit there and watch them, you can have them all stocked right there.
he knows it very well. It's a pretty fun game. Played a lot of Repo recently. It's quite fun messing with Kyle and Cooper.
No, for sure.
Bro, Cooper just fucking kills me.
And running y'all over with the carts. That's pretty fun.
Knock them over.
I just bought the game of the week, so I haven't gotten a chance to play it just yet. That style of game I think is gonna be new to me, but I think it's gonna be pretty fun.
We should probably play it because we're gonna talk about it directly after this.
Yeah. I do want to play Labyrinthine pretty soon because I know they've gotten a few updates since we played last.
Yeah, they had the Easter update.
Cameron, Alex, did y'all play that game with us? I'm not sure if y'all did.
We tried to get them to, but they didn't.
I feel like I remember Alex playing with us, but I can't remember.
I don't think so. Cole played with us, and played with us.
Ah.
But we
Yeah,
never got
we-
Alex or Cameron to play.
I do want to play that soon.
I'm
That's about
pretty
it as
sure
far
I
as
don't actually
games.
own this one.
It's a pretty fun game.
I know I don't
I'm a
own
big
that.
I'm a big horror game person.
Yeah, you are a big whore.
Well, guilty.
Crazy.
I guess Liar's Bar got a new update too. New people and one new mode. Oh, and I've been playing a lot of PUBG. I've been playing with my dad, my brother, and a few other guys that are about twice to 3 times my age.
Well, yeah, I kept seeing you
Dang.
play it. I'm like, that is interesting.
Yeah, I haven't. Last time I played it was like maybe, I don't know. I don't even know when it was released, but it'd have been years ago. And my brother's been playing it ever since it came out, kind of off and on.
Yeah,
And they kind of got a group together, and now it's a huge clan on the in the server, and they're doing really well. So I decided to join in. It's pretty fun. A lot of the people in that Discord are very old. By very old, I mean 40s, 50s,
Oh,
some 60s.
that's crazy.
I mean, of the battle royales, it was like the thing that set it apart was that it was so realistic compared to the other options.
Yeah, that's why they play it.
I mean, I know
They've
it's
tried
gotten
Fortnite
closer
and other
now.
things, but it's
Fortnite's more
PUBG.
focused on the
PUBG
building.
moves slow.
Yeah.
PUBG is a slow game, and you can kind of enjoy the length of the rounds. It's definitely gotten a lot better. There's a lot of exploiters and
Yep.
things on that game, but PUBG is kind of cracking down on that.
And they were cracking down back when I played.
They're cracking down on it more. A lot of the cheaters are actually in like third world countries where
Yep.
somehow they get into the North America servers and all that fun stuff, which is quite unfortunate. We have a guy. He's from New York, and he's got like that smoker New York voice. Yeah, you fucking cheater.
Yep.
That's
guy,
wild, bro.
he goes, I'm gonna go smoke a blunt real quick.
That's crazy.
You know what?
He
That's
will.
real, bro.
It'll be like 1 minute, and he's back.
That's real.
It's like, you already had it lit up, I see.
He's quick. But believe it or not, those older guys are actually pretty skilled. They're better than I am.
I mean, if all they're playing is PUBG, I would expect them
Yeah.
to be better than you
Yeah.
at PUBG.
They are quite skilled.
No,
But
you.
yeah, that's about probably all I got. Not a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of new games. Been real busy the past few weeks, so
That's so real, dude.
Right.
I'm gonna pass it back to you, Alex.
Yeah, let's see who it will be, me or Cooper. gone in and bumped up the wheel spin timer, so it will take a little bit longer for it to determine.
Little, yeah. Keeps it interesting.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
What?
Are you last?
Okay, well now it doesn't look as bad, but when it started slowing down, it was barely on my side,
Mhm.
and then it bumped over to Cooper's, but now it's like a
Uh,
quarter into Cooper's, so it's Cooper now.
So you're last.
I'm
so you're
last.
last.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Posting curse apparently.
That explains how Grant's always last.
Yeah,
no,
that's what it
literally.
is.
Yeah, played a game of the I don't know if we put a lot of repo, but I've been playing that like on and off with Kyle and Barrett and a few others. Oh, apparently I didn't cancel Fortnite Crew. That was really fun to see.
Dude, that shit was so funny. Oh my gosh. He comes up to me at school and he's like, "So I got a charge on my card last night." And I thought at first I thought it was like a fraudulent charge. I was like, "Bro, what the hell happened?" And he goes, "Bro, Fortnite Crew."
That's hilarious.
I was like, "That is so rough, dog."
I
I
thought you
It's so
legit,
canceled all
rough.
that.
I thought I did too.
Yeah,
Apparently
he
I did
thought he
not.
Aren't
did
you
I
too.
gonna
was
have to
like,
grind it out now so that it's not a waste of
no,
money?
I hate that game. Well, no, that's such a bad reason though.
You spent the money, but you don't want to get your money's worth out of it. I mean, they're not
Bro,
going to give
why
it
are you
back to
trying
you,
to get
dude.
him back into Fortnite, bro? What the fuck is wrong with
I'm
y'all?
not trying to. I'm just
That's
giving
not the
my
problem.
opinion on what if I'd wasted money like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're not
I'd
going
be
to
like,
give
"Oh,
you your
that
money
really,"
back. They're going to
I'd be
get
like,
very
"That
mad
really
if they try
sucks."
to do that.
I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that really fucking sucks. I wish that I had not done, or I wish that I had made sure that it was done, and then I would have not played the stupid game
Yeah,
that makes me angry."
that's all right.
Alright, what else?
Not a whole lot really. I got a lot of my homework done over the weekend as well as worked a good bit this weekend at Whataburger.
What's up?
Oh, I did really good on my presentation. I got a 120 out of
You what?
120. I did good on my presentation in business.
Oh
Got a
yeah.
120 out of 120.
Yes sir.
Winter
Yes
chef
sir.
coat and stuff. Kind of goated. Not really. Nothing crazy though. I don't think. I'm trying to think if there's anything like out of the blue, but really have been doing like I've had been like pretty much pretty productive, like school and work, so I haven't had a lot of time to just do other stuff. But in the next 2 weeks, once I'm like finally done, or especially after this week, because I really don't care about my business final, I can get a 0 and still pass with a 94. I'm like, okay, that's easy work. So after this week, I'm pretty happy. It's just getting past this week will be a lot of fun. And then I'll start being able to do stuff again, which would be kind of sick.
Mm.
But yeah, that's about it.
Alright. Spin the wheel of just my name. Yay!
Boo! Boo! I
Boo!
hate this guy.
Oh,
What couldn't we
oh,
have
Boo!
gotten the
oh,
other one?
oh, hold on, Alex, before you start. The booing reminded me. So Chelsea and I went to church, right?
Wait, you went
And
where?
we went to church because
Oh, okay.
she she wants us to go to church more often.
Yes.
And the pastor is talking about how he can't do Flight of Passage because he's like it's Flight of Pukage, right? And Chelsea looked at the teleprompter, and on it was "boo" in caps, and I'm just like,
Boobs?
"Boo!" No, not
Oh,
boobs,
boo.
boo.
Dude, I thought you said boobs. I was like, what?
No, not boobs, boo.
Now, honestly, boobs would have been better.
That would have been less church allowed.
Don't care. Didn't ask.
Didn't ask was crazy. Yeah, but the tech team was booing him for saying Flight of Passage sucked. I don't think we'll be doing that in June, though. I don't think we're gonna be able to get over there. Anyways, Alex, you can go now.
If I had been on the wheel with someone else, I would have lost. Because it's way over on the other side of the wheel.
That's crazy.
I played Split Fiction with you. I played the Game of the Week. And I played Marvel Rivals.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. No, you
What?
didn't, bro.
Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
You didn't play Marvel Rivals, bro.
I did. I had to. One of my friends was upset. I
mean, you
kept not playing it.
You didn't have
with
to.
them. So
You
I
decided
grinded out
you
the
would.
events. I've cleaned up all
You
the events.
chose
I've got.
to.
Well, yeah, but I've done it. I met Captain America in the Battle Pass. Is the page
Oh,
I'm
nice.
on.
I don't
Everything
know where
else is
I am in the
unlocked.
Battle Pass, but I haven't played in a minute.
Yeah. I don't know. I keep scrolling through my collection and go, oh, I should play that. And then I don't.
Surreal.
That's
So.
why I went back to Pikmin. Because I gotta start
Oh, I
cleaning
forgot
up Switch
the
games.
the actual fucking thing I did this week, which was good for me. I spent 3 hours just cleaning.
Hell yeah.
Just working. Yeah. Which is just good for me to do.
That's what's up.
I've still got some work to do in my room, but my bathroom is clean. Well beyond what I usually do
Yeah.
for simple cleaning.
We also cleared
You
up.
just felt like
all
cleaning,
the-
or?
Well, he called
There's
out.
just like
His thought process is there's got to be some reason that he's always not feeling great, so he decided to bleach his bathroom. See if that helps.
there's always just like the mental idea of cleaning could help you. But I clean my bedroom every week.
Right.
Like pick up the dirty clothes. So I'm like, that doesn't help enough. Maybe I just clean my bathroom, especially since it needs to start being done because they'll be here.
Yeah, that's
months.
well. You've only got like 3 weeks before Joy comes down, and she'll be using that bathroom.
Then you should help me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm doing the rest of the
Joy's
apartment.
your friend.
I'm doing the rest of the apartment. I didn't see you cleaning the spare room.
I mean, Cameron said I'm doing the rest of the apartment. That's what I heard. That's nice of Cameron.
I know,
It's
isn't
not
it?
nice of Cameron. Cameron has no support in
I think it is
cleaning
nice of
the rest of the
Cameron.
rooms.
Cameron
I'm
doesn't
so proud
stop
of
getting
Cameron.
complained. He's gonna get kicked from the call.
That's crazy. Do not kick me. I'm the one recording.
I know. Wouldn't that be a problem?
Yeah, it would, because I'm jumping on people's heads right now.
It'd be really funny though.
It would be not funny because then I'd have to edit out. And I'm jumping on people's heads.
You would just leave it in.
No, like I want to join back in until I'm done jumping on people's heads. So
Okay.
don't kick the
We're
recorder.
moving on. Download station, yay! Game where we tell everybody play it this week. This week we picked Vampire Survivors because it's easy. You don't need to wait for people. It's pretty cheap. And I've put like 70 hours into it.
Bro, cheater, you played the game before the game of the week? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not allowed.
That's not the first time he's done
Grant
that.
had also played it
That's-
before.
Grant
None
recommended it.
I don't think there's been a single game that at least one of us hasn't played before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like NES Tetris or
Well, okay,
tennis.
like I guess old games, sure, but I'm saying most of like
If
the
it's a
recent
modern
games,
game,
at
we're
least
going
one
to.
of us has played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, and NSO I guess is that's like the the
That's just
exception to that
something.
rule.
Yeah. Where that comes from. You describe it. I don't know. Your job is just to destroy enemies like a rogue light game, but that's not what I would call it. Um, you just mow down waves of the enemy, so it's fun. It's really addicting. The more you play, the more you unlock, so you play more because you unlock new things.
Honestly, I don't
Uh,
find it very addicting. It's definitely a time sink. It's a great time sink, but
No, for sure.
I personally
like
would rather play other.
fair, but you got to remember, I'm really far into the game, so for me, things that unlock are like a bit more work.
Hmm
But for a while, I was just unlocking things like crazy,
That's fair too.
and I found the character I like to play, which I think helped.
Yeah.
I like Lunara from the Tales of Forsyth DLC. They do crossovers every few months, and I haven't played it through. I haven't beaten the content of any of them because of everything that crossover that got added was after when I really. But I do own all the crossovers. I bought all the DLC. I don't know. I like it. What are y'all's thoughts? I know
Um.
Kyle's is.
My plan was to
Let's
play
say,
it. I was going to be playing it if I wasn't trying to go for this item right now.
but you played it before though, right?
No. Well, a little. I played it a little bit. Alex and I did the 2-player mode when that was added.
Mm.
I did run around with that.
I don't know if I can really recommend the multiplayer mode. Well, I guess I
No, it's
can
I mean,
now.
fun.
it's
The
fun.
multiplayer mode is fine. It's just it takes some getting used to because if you get an item the other
I
player needs, you're not going to be able to use either of you going to be able to use that item properly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I've never
upgrades.
played the multiplayer mode. I think that the the game is fun, but I'd rather play other games. Kind of how I end up looking at it most times.
No, that's fair.
That is fair.
Like it's okay, but meh.
Everyone's got their like cookie clicker game. I guess that's mine.
The time
Yeah.
sync game where it
The
doesn't
time
really
sync
matter.
game.
Like you're not really accomplishing
Yeah,
anything.
because if I'm playing Rivals, then I'm usually working on the things. And
Dude,
most
my
of the games I play for real, are
Story
long
based.
story based.
Yeah.
okay, I guess what
This
we're
is more
gonna
like Mario
Wait, that
Kart,
should
but
be
I
our
don't need
that should
people
be
to
our
play with me.
ending question, bro. What's your cookie clicker game?
I'll put it on the list.
That's a good
That's a
question.
good ending question.
Dude, I heard Haley saying we should get Haley on the podcast now that she's home.
She's
Well,
on
Dude,
they're on a
vacation.
different
me
week.
and Cooper already called her. She's not gonna get home for another like hour and a half at this point.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on the phone right now. Yeah.
Yeah, she was so freaking far away. Like when we called her on the phone,
She's still
like,
almost
yeah,
2.5, I think.
yeah,
That's
2:15, I
dude.
think. Yeah, she was so far away. It was very cringe, nene.
All right. Cooper, close your door, and then we'll
Heard.
everybody's done.
I
Vampires.
like a lot of the power-ups. I'm just bad at getting far enough to combine them. But it is the when you get the treasure chest, that is a good dopamine hit.
Yeah.
Like that is
I mean,
essentially their version of the superstar from Mario.
it's a big reason I went for Eleanor in the DLC because she's who you unlock first, and I liked how she played more than the base game, like first 5 characters.
No, that's fine.
Wait, I only have 4. I think.
Okay, whatever. Like the first few characters you unlock, you start with 1, and you can unlock like
A lot.
70. Yeah, my character select screen is ridiculous.
Well, you also have all the DLC now,
Yeah.
right? Or most of it.
I have everybody in the first 2 DLC, and then
The
characters
Belmonts.
from the next 4. I do not own the Belmonts. They are in one of the next 4.
That's crazy.
I own whoever the first Belmont is that you get to play.
Probably.
I don't think it's Simon.
It's a Richter.
I don't think it's Richter either.
That's crazy.
Well, those are the only 2 I know.
Real, only 2 I know.
All right.
In that case, you got Untitled number 3, Belmont.
I know
Yeah.
most of the Belmont.
Very solid game though. Like Vampire, like it's cheap. It's a good game. Good time. I mean,
Okay, I do like the fact that it's cheap. And it's
No,
easy
for
to just get in and play. That like those are both 2 great
Yeah, you
things,
don't-
great aspects of it. But I do find it extremely boring. That's really the only reason I don't like it is because it's so boring.
I
It's also why I don't like Cookie Clicker. It's so boring.
that's fair.
Like even my Cookie Clicker game has to be like at least somewhat in depth. Otherwise, I'm
Like
not
Mr.
gonna.
Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
No, that's
yeah.
fine.
Like even DRG I would consider a Cookie Clicker game because I can put it on lower difficulty and just not pay any bit of attention to it.
No, that's fair.
But I also that's a Cookie Clicker game and also obviously not a Cookie Clicker game at the like simultaneously
Yeah.
because that game can get extremely hectic.
All right. Sorry. Universal Hollywood Fan Nights includes a hide and seek with Yoshi eggs and the ability to do meet and greets with 3 different types of Yoshi:
3
green,
colors
light
of
blue,
Yoshis.
and pink. I'm reading what's exactly on the sheet.
I don't think I wrote type, but okay.
Typhoid?
Yeah. What?
So yeah, more meet and greets.
Well,
But like,
meet and greets, but they're behind a $70 or $80 event, which is insane. Dude, I'm surprised they charged so little. Honestly, like that is an insane.
Cooper
price.
died at the price, and Cameron went, "Nah, that's pretty cheap."
Cooper, Disney's
Literally, bro.
events are double that. We paid.
Yeah, you have to remember Cameron has the Florida money brain going.
That's
We paid
what I'm
150 to be disappointed at Jollywood. 150 each to be disappointed at Jollywood.
You played 150 to be disappointed at what?
Jollywood nights. Like $80 for an after hours event is insane.
Yeah. It's free for me to walk into Whataburger and say hi to Kyle. I think I'll stick
Real.
with that.
That's
I can
crazy.
meet and greet Kyle whenever. So
That's crazy.
They're real though.
All right.
But is Kyle a Yoshi?
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
That's crazy.
There you
Uh,
go. Best
Pokemon
impression you'll
Company
ever hear.
is going to be selling life-size models versions of every evolution.
I did not put models. I said life-size versions because they are
Whatever.
plushies. They're like the
I've
Gardevoir.
seen what people.
Nah,
Yeah, I
nah,
saw
life
what
size,
people.
not life size model, bro.
I mean, they are models technically,
I
and they
I
are
don't think
life-size.
anybody would call a plushie a model.
You haven't. You're wrong. People
you're just
use.
wrong.
I mean, he is. People do use plushies for like designing art, and people model with plushies, like they model with other things.
Yeah, I don't think
It
you would
lets
call
people
a
pose
plushie a
easier.
model. Those are two different things.
See, but I feel like with those kinds of posing with plushies, it's usually like chicken wire has like the insides for posing.
No, well, I guess sometimes, but like sometimes it's just like you
But
bought the $5 toy that they sell of your favorite character so that you can.
that's true. Like
Pokemon's a
Story.
better example on that idea of posing for art with the plushes. Because then you can kind of see how they would look posed the way you would want them framed in your art.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
these are like $500
Yeah,
a
they are
piece.
plushes.
These are like
Then why would you
$500
not buy
plushes
Gardevoir?
because you're not a
If it's
freak.
gonna,
Why
if
would I
it's gonna
spend
cost you $500.
exactly? Why would I spend $500 on a plushie in the first place?
Because you are
I
that
didn't.
dedicated of a Pokemon fan.
Hell no, I'm not.
Dude, the gym badges, the gym badges, not the ones I buy for the groomsmen's gifts, but the actual gym badges, like the official ones with all the region's Pokemon behind them, were like 180 a piece for 8 pins and a special fabric and a shadow box.
Yeah. No.
I did not spend
No.
180 on Yoel's pins. I'll tell you that
I'm
right
glad
now.
you didn't, because I'm not that big of a Pokemon fan.
Torterra.
Yeah, Pumpkaboo.
Still, yeah, Haley crocheted me a Pumpkaboo plush, and I like that way more
That's because
than something.
you told her Pumpkaboo's your favorite Pokemon,
Yeah,
and
it
I
is.
went, no. I'm still sure it's Torterra.
It's a mix of the both,
What?
but
Alright.
anyway, as I
Baldur's
was
Gate.
saying, like it's so stupid to spend some. It literally cost them like 10 cents to make the plush, and it's so stupid for.
Dude, no, it's a life-size plush. I think it's going to cost them more than
Okay,
10 cents.
okay, I wasn't
It's going
talking
to cost
life
them a
size.
couple
My fault.
dollars. It's going to cost them a
Oh
couple
no,
dollars.
it's gonna cost them like maybe $10 for the
And
materials,
fabric.
and they're gonna charge 100. What is that? 150% markup.
No, I think it's going to
For
be
real
way
though.
more than 150%.
Okay.
Yeah, stupid.
Baldur's Gate 3 director says making DLC for its games is boring for Larian. They are not going to make any.
That's kind of sad.
Crazy.
I think Kyle's the
This
only one
just
who's played Baldur's Gate 3 here.
Yeah, but honestly, the game is fine, and it has a story that resolves pretty well, so it doesn't really need any DLC. But also, this just in, gaming developer does not want to make any more games.
That is kind
Isn't
of crazy.
that shocking? I guess though we've got Skyrim as the other example where you
Game
don't have to
developer
make
just
a
wants to
game.
make the same game over and
Just
over.
re-release the old
Literally.
game.
This just in, Todd Howard wants to make more things that no one else wants. Todd Howard is doing Todd Howard things.
I mean, if it prints money, like that's the thing.
It prints
I mean,
money
yeah.
because people are like, "Oh, I like Skyrim. I'll buy the new version," and then they
It's not
just buy
even new.
Skyrim.
It's not even a new version, bro. It's literally Oblivion. It's a game that's been around. I think.
Not talking about.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, fine. We just got
2005 or
Oblivion,
something like
but
that,
I was
bro.
joking about Skyrim just getting re-releases.
Oh yeah.
Switch 2 upgrade pricing confirmed by Best Buy. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are $10, and Forgotten Land and Jamboree are $20.
Dude, Jamboree being $20 for DLC is insane. I don't care if
Wait,
it
Like
includes
if
the
you have the one
functionality.
for the Switch, you
If
can
you
upgrade
have
the
the one for
Switch too.
Switch, you can upgrade for Switch 2. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms are like improvements in graphics, frame rate, and stuff like that primarily. And Forgotten Land and Jamboree actual new content in the game. Jamboree's getting like more story. And yeah, Forgotten Land's getting more story and Jamboree's getting new modes.
Yeah, to
So
use
one
the
of
mouse.
those new modes is, yeah, the mouse ones look cool, but the
But
other one is
dude,
the camera.
$20
See,
is
my problem is
crazy.
it's $20 and
On top
at least
of
you also need the camera to use one of the modes, two of the modes.
well, do you have to use the camera, or is it just like an add-on you can do with the Switch 2 version?
Oh, if it's that, that's better.
But because I
I
think
thought it
people would
was you need
be,
the camera.
I just don't think Jamboree is worth $20 of DLC when you're not getting new maps or anything.
It's
Because
true. If there was new maps, it'd be better.
all the
Jamboree.
other
Kirby's pricing, I think, is correct depending on how long the new content is.
it's a little crazy, but most games charge about $20 for their DLC
Yeah.
now.
Jamboree, we'll have to see.
Jamboree is insane.
All right. Fire Emblem Engage and something else this week got added to Nintendo Music. I don't know what the new game is.
That's pretty cool.
Normally it's
if you'll
been posted by now,
Yeah.
yeah.
but I haven't
I
seen
haven't
any
seen-
notifications about it. Maybe it's because I'm recording
No.
though.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
No clue.
Maybe it's not out
There
yet.
will. Yeah, maybe
But
not.
they've been kind of weird about the timing lately.
But Engage getting added is nice. Engage has got music, good music.
Engage has a lot of
there-
music.
There is no upgrade path available for Sonic X Shadows Generation from Switch 1 to 2. But I think
So
it has a Switch 2 version.
so it's a
Is
$60
why people
game.
are upset. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not getting the Switch 2, bro.
Dude, me neither.
I am.
Nintendo.
Oh,
We know.
I forgot to talk
Because you
about
don't
that.
care about money.
I was about to ask that. Yeah, did you mention that?
No,
I
I,
think you
I,
did.
for, I forgot
He
to
didn't say it
mention
in
that.
Collector's Corner. Low-key hates us, honestly.
yeah, go ahead,
I
Cameron.
pre-ordered all the Switch stuff. I pre-ordered Switch. I pre-ordered all the amiibo that were available. For some
Bruh.
reason, Unobo was delayed, so I haven't pre-ordered him. And Best Buy has the Street Fighter 6 amiibo cards exclusively. I hate not Best Buy, GameStop. GameStop has them exclusively. I hate GameStop. They're charging me $7 shipping, and they've taken them off the website, so I can't even reorder them. So it's going to be a very expensive weekend. That I'm certain of. Oh, I forgot to mention this as well during Collector's Corner.
You are the worst.
Everyone else has weeks where they do that.
Can we ban this guy?
No, you can't ban me. I'm recording.
Wild, brother.
So
Bro, who let this man's record?
Literally.
I'm the only one with the recording
His
software.
PC.
I'm the only one with the recording software.
Don't care.
Disney has added to our little temporal Nexus event, Geo 81, I think that's what it's called. Their new lounge at Spaceship Earth is opening June 4th, so that same weekend that everyone's here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Everything is happening that weekend. It's insane.
Yep, we picked the weekend.
We are the weekend. ANG weekend is the Nexus event.
Yep. Nintendo files request to subpoena Discord for Pokemon leaker identity. I think this was already
Wait,
above.
yeah, you had them in 2 spots.
We already talked about this. Never mind. I'm dumb. The English fan translation of Sega's Saturn console game, Sakura Wars 2, is now available. Cool. Since the only translated games officially were Sakura Wars 5 and the Sakura Wars, not reboot, but kind of reboot. A continuation set like 20 years later. Indiana Jones is the selling copies on PS5 faster than Xbox and Steam.
Wow,
Shocker.
that's crazy. Steam's waiting for a sale.
Yes.
And
People
Xbox,
on Steam don't buy games that aren't on sale, and Xbox people don't buy games.
True.
It is shocking that this
The
is
PS5
number
does
one.
not have games.
Okay, Cooper.
Moving on.
Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, the mobile game retelling, had a April Fool's event, or where they showed off art, but then they were like, "Oh no, that's an actual event in the game."
They realized that somebody said,
April Fool's
"Hey,"
Academy event.
somebody said, "Hey, I'll pay for this," and they went, "Oh, people might pay for this."
A lot of people said they'd pay for it, so they're like, "Oh wait, we can make money." Tears of the Kingdom speedrunner beats Tears of the Kingdom at a Switch 2 event. Doesn't feel that surprising.
He beat it in
That is
15
crazy.
minutes. The time limit was 20 minutes.
Dang.
I mean, that's impressive. It's just
Impressive.
not surprising that a speedrunner could do that.
Yeah, I mean, the game's faster because of the load times. But I don't know what all the requirements for. It's probably similar to.
It's beat Ganon.
Yeah, it's probably similar to Breath of the Wild, where you just immediately rush over to the castle.
Well, when you can.
Yeah, like
You gotta get
off the island.
Yeah. And last interesting tidbit: Switch 2 pre-orders sold out immediately.
Yep.
I already knew this because of the people who dropped the price and mofos when the Switch 2 pre-orders go live.
Dude, it was insanely rough trying to wait it out. Cooper joined me and Grant because we were in a call waiting for the pre-orders to go live and waiting for our pre-orders to actually be able to be bought. Yeah, that was pain. GameStop was fucking stupid though. Everyone else went up at midnight, so it was split across Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. GameStop said, "Nay, we're gonna go at 11 a.m. The next morning."
They said nay nay, not whip. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm funny.
That's crazy,
Laugh.
Kyle.
Yeah, that's
I'm funny. Laugh.
Ha ha ha!
So GameStop's website just crashed. Like
Shocker.
like not just
This
like
isn't the
Not
first time their
struggling in the
sites
slightest,
crash.
bro.
not just like, oh well, people are struggling. No, like people were posting pictures of DNS connection failure. This server is not running.
Kind of funny.
Like they screwed up. But it allowed me to get home and be able to order the amiibo cards, which is what I wanted from them. Even though because they hadn't gone up anywhere else, but GameStop was like, "Hey, we have them exclusively." I'm like, I can't wait till you die.
Weird. Okay.
Look, they became
Anything else
Funko
about
Shop,
the
dude.
first two? That's facts.
Yeah.
And a lot of the mall ones, they're really bad.
The mall ones are even worse.
Like the one we went to around here that was just mostly merch.
Yeah,
It was
there was
the
like
store.
one little shelf of retro games because it was right after they started bringing retro games back to the stores.
Okay, all but interesting. In Mario Kart, or in New Super Mario Bros. Wii,
Those are
Peach
two
will
different
bounce up.
games.
Yes, that's why I laughed. Will bounce up and down when you rescue her, but the player can't see her do this because of her dress.
True.
Wait, what happened?
So at the end of Super Mario Bros. Wii, when you rescue
Mhm.
Peach, she's jumping up and down, but the rest of her model doesn't move, so it's just like her feet doing it. But you can't see her feet doing it because uh, they're under her dress.
That's kind of funny.
Somebody coded this, dude.
Literally.
Alright, let's go to Rumor Roundup. We'll talk about rumor gaming. P4RE.Japan just got updated. A reveal could be intimate for a Persona 4 remake. Some people unfortunately believe that they're gonna pull Golden. That would be dumb. Like the Golden content. That it's not as easy as the resell it because it exists in the game. Regular story.
Well, also, more importantly, they've already released Golden on modern systems. So, like, you're going to remove content from a game that's already available, people won't buy the new version.
Yeah, people are worried, and rumor monger stuff like that because people will accept the worst version for it stuff gets.
My bad.
Evil Dead possibly being delisted on PS4, and has now been delisted on Epic Games Studios. Yes.
What is
Store. Yeah, I'll figure it out. This is the game with Ash Williams. I might actually own this game. According to Xtaz 1, Gears Collection, Silksong, Persona 4 Remake, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Minecraft Dungeons 2 will appear at the Xbox Showcase. I don't want Microsoft to have exclusivity to promotion again for Persona. They're bad at it.
Yeah, because I don't care about RPGs.
Don't worry, guys, this game's coming to Xbox. Please stop.
A lot of people thought Metaphoro and Persona 3 War were only going to Xbox. But the reason I say Microsoft's bad at it is because they are. They only show trailers at events. And go, alright, there we go, we showed it.
Microsoft doesn't understand gaming, honestly.
And then let's to our finishing topic. What is the coolest game weapon in gaming?
Okay.
We wanted something short and sweet because Grant's not here, and
The coolest weapon?
Bowser's super. That this is not my final answer, but Bowser's glove things where he gets to throw Mario. I have been enjoying that in Super Mario RPG.
The weapon or
Ooh.
tool or item, or is it only weapon?
I think
Can
you're
you hit things
overthinking
with
it.
it?
I mean, describe hit.
I
You're
generally think you're
overthinking it.
overthinking it.
Can you equip it to your character?
It comes naturally equipped.
You tell me what you're thinking, and I'll tell you if that works.
Cappy.
Yeah, Cappy's a
Yeah,
weapon,
that's what.
I guess. I could
Cappy
see
can
where
murder
I could
things.
see why. You know what, Kyle? My apologies. I understand why you asked. Is this a weapon?
Because
But
like being able to
yes,
just like throw a hat at somebody and just like take them over temporarily would be super fucking cool. Like that's really dope.
That is pretty cool.
well, I asked. I think people would define Kirby's mouth as a weapon, so I'm gonna say yes. Cappy's a weapon.
But Kirby just a suckernator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just go.
Like, do you remember
Hmm.
that sound effect?
Huh?
What?
The sound effect.
What
Me?
about the sound effect?
Just. Alright.
Did my mic peak? Did y'all not hear it?
No, I heard it. The way we should clip that.
Um.
I mean, go for it. I don't give a shit.
I was considering weapons, and I was like, "Wow, do I think is the coolest weapon?" And then my mind was like, "Just go with what you want most from video games, which is Maxwell's journal."
That's not
Which is
a
what?
weapon.
That's not like
No,
a
it can just
weapon.
get you weapons, any weapon.
That's not a weapon. That doesn't count. Mm, let's see. Let's see.
I think.
What you got, Coop?
I mean, it is kind of sick. I think like the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts is pretty sick.
True.
I was
True.
also
True.
The
You
Keyblade
can
is pretty cool, yeah.
you can spawn it from anywhere too. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Yeah, you can.
That's pretty cool. So
It's not a sword you have to wear. It
I'm
is a
trying,
sword.
like, I had to choose something Nintendo because if I chose another FromSoft thing, I knew I was gonna get flamed. So
Well, from most of From stuff is just like normal stuff, right?
it's super cool, badass, magical, like giant magical weapons.
they have this like there's like a scythe, but like it can like fold in on itself. It's kind of sick. There's like weapons like that too.
Yeah, yeah, like oh yeah, especially if you go into the fucking realm of Bloodborne. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
dude, there's some super fucking cool weapons, like a trick weapon. A fucking threaded cane, dude. I want a threaded cane IRL. It's a cane that you fucking swing it out, and it becomes like a chain knife, and then or like a chain sword, sorry, and then you like slam the tip of it down into the ground, and it's like a spiked cane. Dude. Oh, it's so fucking cool. Also, the fuck, what's that stupid thing called? The whirligig saw. The whirligig saw? Dude, I want a whirligig saw IRL. That'd be sick as hell.
Wait, what's the word
Oh
again?
yeah.
I feel like you
It's
talked about it
it's a
before.
stick. And then like it's a stick and then you have this giant spiked or like toothed wheel And like in the game, you have the stick and you're smacking people with the stick. And then whenever you switch into the trick form of it, you like stab this stick behind you and shove it into the center of the wheel, and you basically pull it out, and it's a freaking rotating saw that you can just cut folks up with the rotating saw. Dude, it's so fire. It's so fucking cool.
I know I'm overthinking the question because I'm having a hard time just.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I like some of the most iconic, just base version weapons gaming, like the Buster Sword or the Master Blade or Samus's armor. You know, that have
No,
just
that's
been
fair.
around forever, and they look amazing and they look cool.
Would Pokemon count as a weapon?
I'm gonna say no. I mean,
'Cause
yes, but I want to say no
also-
because
I mean-
I don't want to get into.
Does a dog
Semantics.
count as a weapon?
Unfortunately,
True,
I would
true.
also say that
Pokemon
Pokemon
don't
do
count.
not count as weapons.
Well,
I think
and
they
that-
count as like if you said pet, I think they like count as pets for
They count as
sure.
pets for sure.
But I don't think they count as weapons themselves.
I
Yeah.
think we had a similar debate when we were doing the items you could bring from a game world.
I think we said you could bring your.
Yeah, I think we said you
Yeah,
could bring a
you could bring-
Pokeball that had a Pokemon in it.
But you
But-
cannot bring the Pokemon itself.
Yeah, and you also could only, because we said you could only bring one thing, you only got one Pokemon because you only got one Pokeball.
Yeah.
So that was like, yeah. But that was also a bit of a different question than this one.
Bring a Pokemon computer. Boom, you have all the Pokemon.
Actually, that's actually the smartest move. You bring a PC from Pokemon. I mean, you jug it from someone else because it's someone else's PC, but who gives a fuck?
One of the Pokemon Center PCs.
Yeah.
But that's not the debate at the moment. Let's see. Try like. Oh, the Poltergeist.
Okay, that's
That would
pretty
be pretty cool. The Poltergeist would be pretty cool to have.
Useful? No.
I mean,
but
I would say-
it would be like a cool thing to have.
I was about to say it's not extremely helpful, but it's.
What about the
super
Wonder
cool.
Waff?
The what?
The Wonder Waff?
What that?
Bro, Black Ops Zombies. Sorry. What would that be? Is that Modern Warfare? I don't know.
I don't
can't
know.
remember.
Grant would know.
Modern
He's
Warfare.
not
Yeah,
here.
Grant would know.
Oh,
The Wonder Waff is definitely
it looks
one of
sick.
those that deserves to be on the list.
Is it like
Or the
a
ray
laser
gun.
The ray gun would be pretty cool. I do know what the ray gun is.
Mark II though.
I don't know what the difference between the different versions
Automatic versus semi-auto.
is. I always had the semi-auto one. It worked just fine.
Just imagine what the Mark II did.
Probably wasted
dude,
a ton of
Pack a
ammo.
punch.
Ink Strike from Splatoon 1.
It's like a
Interesting choice.
just a one time use. One
But
time
I
use
win
terrorist
paintball.
attack.
What? You win it once.
I win.
Create
I
a
win.
crater.
I win, dude.
That's so wild.
Wait, why do you win?
Ink
you'd have an
Strike from
ink
Splatoon
strike.
1.
Bruh. That's gay.
That's crazy.
Try again. That's the wrong number.
That's crazy. Let's see. I feel like honestly, I feel like Splatoon's weapons only really work in the Splatoon world.
Yeah, they're cool, but they
Yeah.
are really.
I was like, because shooting
they're
someone with ink in our world,
very
they'd be
ineffective.
fucking pissed at you, but they
they wouldn't
it wouldn't do anything,
they
bro.
wouldn't keel over or anything.
It'd be like, oh, you fucking asshole, like you suck, but nothing else would happen.
I'm trying. Pikmin are not weapons, technically. Same vein as Pokemon, right?
Same vein, I think.
Same
Yeah.
vein.
Yeah.
I mean, not a weapon, but it would just be kind of sick to like swing around with a hook shot from Zelda.
I would count
That
that
would
as a
be
weapon.
pretty cool.
You can hit things with that. I would count that as a
That's
weapon.
true. You can. That would be so sick though.
You know what? You know what? I don't think any of y'all have played this game, so it's probably only gonna be funny for me. But I want Let's Do It from High on Life.
Is that the
That's
talking
the
gun?
talking gun.
Yeah, it's the one that goes, "Let's do it." Let's do it. It's the only thing he can say. But dude, he shoots a fucking laser that gets more powerful the longer it shoots. And uh he's also retarded and only can say let's do it. It's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Like I want let's do it, bro. Me and him gonna tear shit up. Let's do it.
You know what? A blue shell.
Yo,
One
that's
time
actually pretty
use.
that's actually pretty
But,
fun. Yeah, I would
Real
say the one
fast.
time use aspect kinda sucks, but otherwise.
but could you imagine? You're on the highway, bad traffic. You go. You know what? Nah.
Take out just first.
I want the little the hammer.
Oh,
What hammer? Like the
which
Donkey
hammer?
Kong hammer?
Yeah. Well, Mario Kart. Am I thinking about the right game? I'm pretty sure I
Wait.
am.
Mario
From
Kart doesn't
Smash.
have a
From
hammer.
Smash.
Yeah, that's the
Smash.
Donkey Kong hammer. That
Get up
came that
somebody
that
behind
came from
somebody's
Donkey
car and
Kong.
just smash. Baby
But
on
yeah,
board,
Good.
smash.
if Carlin ever cheats on you, bro, you just go stand next to your car, and just go fucking ridiculous with it.
Baby on board smash Barrett.
That's crazy.
You know
Well,
what?
I
Dude,
think
half those people don't even have babies on board. They're just stupid.
They're just stupid.
I think
Dude,
based on that, that's a good place to end it.
in that same vein though, yeah, real quick though, in that same vein, the home run bat, dude. Could you imagine? Literally
Oh
anything you
yeah,
hit
dude.
just goes flying.
Bing! Also,
You talking about like
dopamine
Ness's home
hit.
run bat?
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be sick too.
You can say okay if you're gonna say Ness's home run bat, though. You also have to say Lucas's fucking stick.
True. And that one's
That
less
does literally
obvious, yeah.
Lucas's stick does the exact same thing that the home run bat does. It's just Lucas's version of it.
Yeah. And it's like less damn. Inconspicuous.
Wait, you know what I want, bro?
Mm.
Fucking DDD's rocket hammer.
Coconut gun, dude.
Dude, coconut gun, dude.
Coconut gun would
Peanut
be pretty
gun.
cool.
Yeah.
Peanut gun is better though, yeah. Coconut gun kind of cool, but peanut gun better.
Dude, oh, and someone has a peanut allergy, it's over, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, I'm
peanut
shooting
gun.
it straight down their gullet.
That's crazy.
Get
That's
shit on,
insane.
bitch.
Any other last minute submissions?
I think that's it for
I think
me.
I'm
Alright.
pretty good with that.
I feel good. Okay. Thank you for listening to the All Night Gamers podcast. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, and we love y'all to death. See you next week.
Make sure to check in.
Yeah, make sure to
every
like,
Wednesday.
subscribe. We have our podcast uploaded to all the usual places: Apple Podcasts, some other things,
RSS
YouTube.
feed.
RSS, yeah. YouTube.com/StormwindGames, where you can get your podcast. You can find us. Add us on Twitter. What's your favorite weapon?
In gaming.
Yes,
Yeah.
game weapon. Not. I mean,
No, we
actually, you
don't.
know what? That's a good question for another time. That's a good question for another night. I'll go ahead and spoiler warning: Halberd is mine. But
I'm getting late.
Alright. Anyways,
All
we'll
right.
see y'all
Good
next
night.
time. Good night.
Good
See
night.
y'all.
good night. Love y'all.